Phillipsburg Town Council meeting, November 22nd, 2022. Public comments from Peggy Gerencer. Ms. Gerencer addresses concerns about the potential of making Center Street a truck route and how this will be unsafe for children. She points out that many children walk to 3 different schools and access Walters Park and the Firth Youth Center by using Center Street. There is a truck route plan that has been submitted to the New Jersey Department of Transportation. The primary goal of the plan is to shift truck traffic off South Main Street between McKean Street and Union Square. The alternate truck route would shift the burden of the truck traffic from South Main Street to Center Street. Center Street is currently a residential street with a 4-ton weight limit restriction and a restriction that indicates big trucks may only use the street when making local deliveries. If Center Street is approved to be a truck bypass route, all restrictions will be removed.
Peggy, Gerencer, 481 on Parcel Street, Phillipsburg. I want to speak about the idea of making Center Street open to truck traffic over 4 times, and allowing tractor trailers to use Center Street between Walters Park and Roseberry Street. I think this is a terrible idea. There were many students from 3 different schools that have to cross Center Street every day. We have Green Street School, we have the Child Learning Center. The bottom of the hill is the elementary school. Alongside that is the park, Walters Park. We're going to open up a pool. And through the park, there's access to the youth center. I just feel the safety of the kids are involved if you allow tractor trailers to go on Center Street. So for the safety of our children, please do not let Center Street allow tractor trailers.
Thank you. You want to respond to that?
Yes, Council President. So the town of Phillipsburg has applied to New Jersey Department of Transportation for a designated truck route through the town of Phillipsburg. As part of the state regulation, which the town's opposed to, the state requires you to provide connectivity between state routes. The town's bounded by Route 22 and State Route 122, which are both on the state truck network. As part of that, there's very limited roads within the town of Phillipsburg that connect the two. Center Street is one of them, and then either to Roseberry Street or to Rand Boulevard. The other route is South Main. As part of the application to the state, the town indicated they do not want Center Street as part of the designated truck route. However, if the state will only provide a designated truck route, that would have been the alternate route, if they would not have considered one without Center Street.
What does that mean?
So it means the town does not want Center Street to be a truck route, but if the state will not enable the town to restrict nearly 95% of the town from the truck traffic, the exception of local deliveries, then the town would entertain the state's enabling nearly 95% to have Center Street for truck traffic. If that's the position the state comes back with, the town would then be able to enact on what the state would allow. The town could adopt the plan approved by the state or reject it and keep Center Street as is and the rest of the roads in town as is. But the way the state operates now is they do not go road by road, they do it throughout the whole town. So the town had to develop a plan that met the state regulations. So the first option we presented did not include Center Street as a truck route, which may not conform to the state regs. The town has tried to reach out to multiple different levels of government agency to try to address this issue, and it was left with the state for review. If the state comes back and doesn't accept that, then we ask them to consider Center Street as part of that, but is not the preferred choice. That way the town's efforts on obtaining designated truck route through the town was not in waste because of a technical default off the bat.
Can I ask for something, Tim? So to limit truck traffic on 95% of the town, the state requires 2 routes.
The state requires connectivity between Route 22
22.
and 122,
Yeah,
which right now is South Main.
yeah. So to limit truck traffic on South Main North, they require the connection to go. Am I correct in saying
Yeah,
that?
we're by default, we only have so many roads a truck may be able to be viable. So the majority of Center Street is obstruction free. When you get down towards South Main, they have to go, follow over to Abbott, back over to South Main,
I
which
have
is
a
on our
question.
map.
It's not really obstruction-free if you have 3 schools that children have to
Yeah.
cross over that street.
Man.
I don't,
Address your
I'm
questions
sorry.
to here. I
I'm
just
sorry.
asked him to explain, okay, and the explanation is we do not want to
I know,
use-
but he's saying if the state says, he's saying that if the
What
state,
he's saying is ultimately it has to come back here,
yes.
okay? And we can do nothing, which would mean everything stays the same. Or we could approve that as an alternate to South Main Street, okay? But ultimately, it comes back here.
Yeah, well, it comes back here, but the decision should still be with the town.
Yeah, the
So I'm
decision,
saying tractor trailers on Center Street is a serious safety issue.
we don't want that.
Yes.
So-
Now you don't want, but I'm saying if the state comes back with what he's saying,
We still have to approve it, okay?
yes.
And
I know
if
you
the
still
council
have
does
approval,
not want,
But I'm saying I don't want tractor trailers on Center Street.
I don't either. That's why we
I don't want it to
asked,
be
that's why we
alternate.
asked for an exception to that.
Right now, but when it comes back, we'll have to find out how it comes back either way. right?
If we keep it as is, they can still go currently places like Orange Street, which is
Yeah, they
private
can-
school.
they can go
As is
anywhere.
means they can go through any street in town without any type of regulation, any street.
Right now, they
Well, it says
they
with
come
no
up.
obstruction, but schools would, I think, would be considered an obstruction.
Well, let me end this because the time is up. But right now, they can get off of Route 22, okay, come down First Street and go up, try and turn left and go up Marshall to get on Warren. I mean, and they do that right now. We're trying to eliminate trucks throughout the town so that we don't have situations like that, okay? And we can't do that without the state approval. Now, we don't want trucks on Center Street. We can't, negotiate the hill and the school and so forth. So, thank you for your comments, anyone else?